Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 3v3 today. We're on Longstop Hill. Playing for today, spawning on the left, we've got FeriG with US forces, who's got Italian Partisan. Oh, looked into that there. Nub with the Brits, who has Polish cavalry, Canadian shock, and air and sea. And finally, Lanza with Brits, gone for heavy armor. On the right-hand side is SoldMyDad with Afrika Korps, who's got Kriegsmarine, Panzerjager Kommand, and armored. Phan, also with Afrika Korps, gone for Kriegs. And Grey with Wehrmacht, gone for last stand. So I think these three are an arranged team. In fact, I think both of these are arranged teams. In terms of the 3v3 ranks, Nub is 28, Lanza 180, FeriG 34. And threes up against Phan, who's 71. Grey, who's 400, and SoldMyDad, who's 26. So I think this is maybe only my second or third time casting on Longstop. Don't cast many team games. Here comes the Kriegs and the 250. Very powerful at this phase of the game. Okay, early mortar from FeriG. This is going to be an old-fashioned brawl in the middle of the map from cover to cover. Kriegs giving up and going for the capture. I don't really like that. They should maybe be trying to cut an angle or something. Too valuable of a unit to be sitting out of action. But at the same time, you don't want to take heaps of damage because the Kriegs can't repair it, so... Looks like a big old blob up on the top side. Orange looking to reposition. Take the fight for cover. Now FeriG coming up from the bottom. He's kept up a good chunk of the map. Getting involved. I'm wondering if FeriG's maybe trying to go, I was going to say maybe like light on units, go for some Partisans. Getting pretty close to one command point now, but looks like he's gone for another rifle. This could be a squad wipe, late retreat from FeriG. Oh, that was a lucky break. Easily could have been an escape there. Blue should have chased for longer. The 250. There's FeriG's mortar forcing a retreat on the machine gun, but then retreating itself to the incoming Kriegs. Looks like on the top side, Tommy's taking control. I think overall, maybe the Allies with slightly better resource control because they've had the bottom two connected, so even though the Axis have got the medium, maybe the Allies doing slightly better on resources so far. Do have some AT rifles out, so the healing kind of a good position to share it. Yeah, I would be hanging around making sure everything's coming in at full health, especially the AT rifle squad. FeriG's got a tunnel network. Early hardpoint coming up for blue.
Our hardpoint has been improved.
Looks like Grey went for tier 1 officers' quarters.
Armory upgrade underway.
Oh, 250 down to the Tommies.
The victory point is being taken from us.
AT rifles doing their job well.
Enemy forces have captured the victory point.
FeriG's mortar getting involved now again. Start up the barrage this time round. It's getting blasted by this mortar, wow. FeriG's out of there though with most of his troops, but a lot of British forces in nice cover positions.
We are losing
Grenade launchers coming in for SoldMyDad. He's ferrying these units to the front line inside the mid truck.
Armory upgrade complete, Commandant.
That squad's dying really fast. And they are
Upgrading the hard point in the
wiped.
field.
Axis did take control of the bottom 2 fuels though.
Territory
FeriG
lost.
getting a 75mm M3.
Territory overrun.
Okay, so Canadians for Nub, but he went for the free munitions. Lobbing out a couple grenades there.
Airstrike support is ready
On-field
to deploy.
healing and
A squad of
that retreat for
Kriegsmarine has
Phan.
been killed in
Squad
action.
wipes. More Axis troops coming to the top, winning handily.
Proximity alarm.
Now we've got a mortar half-track from Phan. Still got a little bit of munition surplus duration there.
Hard point is in enemy
Finds the
contact.
hard point. Starting to get sieged now by the boys. And then 75mm3 comes in for good measure, but suppression kicking in. Nothing to contest the 75mm though. Just needs one more attack round. That's good. It was a good idea with the smoke. Oh, attack round missed.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
Maybe like the barrage might have been the safer option. Hard point survives. Okay, the section died back here.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
These hard points are pretty hard to kill for how little they cost.
Victory point under enemy control. Research complete. Superior support weapons are available. We have lost contact with the hard point.
STG's online for Grey. Okay, hardpoint does go down to the barrage eventually from FeriG. What if he like delayed that to try and hope that the DAC troops would start repairs on it and then he could damage the infantry repairing at the same time? Pretty close to the Axis base there though, so if they do have to retreat or something, it's not a huge setback for the Axis. Okay, it does have some Partisans coming online and they've gone for the Panzerjager. Come around the corner. The Panzerjagers.
Territory is in enemy hands.
Probably going to lose the 250 in this move.
5-0 has been
Looks like he
deployed.
managed to jump out just before the vehicle went up in smoke, and
Is being neutralized by the enemy.
sad pathfinding there for FeriG, kind of getting stuck on the vehicle wreck. So Phan will be pretty happy with that trade.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Oh, good flame mortar shot there from the 250. Oh, speaking of 250s, the one up the top side dies. Another one down. AT Rifle boys doing some really good job in this match. Both players.
Territory sector lost. Notify squad leaders.
Okay,
Supply crates are
two
available.
Stuarts coming in. FeriG putting a tunnel in the corner here. I mean, if he can... Oh, supply surplus as well, so... He's going to be getting resources even if he loses control of this area. I mean, that'll be pretty strong being able to teleport unit into this corner here. Is that what it's called? Supply caches? What is it called? Smuggling routes.
Kriegsmarine ground forces are ready to deploy at once.
Okay, that is a big formation of troops for SoldMyDad. He's got bolster on the P-Greens. Let's bring up his mid-truck. He's got a sweeper as well. A few more hard points are coming back up though. Hard to keep them down. Molotov assault there. Very fast reactions from Blue though. What are the Stuarts doing? Have they left the base yet? Getting some good value out of that mortar half-track flame shot. Machine gun's more clumped than I've just about ever seen one before. Sternpike dead in the middle. Base house is coming through as well. Teal having to pull back. Another Stuart coming in for Lanza. Just leaving them in base though, so a lot of resources to be investing into units you're not using at all during their window of this efficacy. Looks like Nub replacing some of his units with Canadians. Pretty durable these days. Hard to get rid of. Here comes another mid truck. Wrapping around. Need to stay on top of the grenade launcher. Okay, here come the Stuarts now, but AT guns in a great position to stop this. And oh, that was sloppy loss there. What is he doing? That is some atrocious play from Lanza. Okay, here comes the Stuart train again, but we got some snaring units in the way. The AT gun's setting up, but tearing down again. Stuart's missing a bunch of shots on the way in, but the nuclear nade knocks out the AT gun. Stuart's sweep through, finish the job. And the mid truck as well. Really, like, big assist coming up there from Nub from the bottom side. Kind of made that go from like a very questionable engagement to actually a pretty good one. Stuarts are now quite low though. I wonder if they'll stick around to kill this AT gun off. Tries a cheeky close range rifle nade there. Wants to kill off the AT gun, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Looks like this Stuart might get cleaned up here. Still a good push. It could have been a little bit better. Okay, got a Werbel immediate vet 1 on it as well. I didn't realize it. I guess I haven't seen it before, but the speed boost applies to your teammates' units as well, huh? Interesting. Makes it even stronger, especially in team games where the sectors are like really large. That's pretty good.
Commandant, supplies have arrived. We're losing grasp of a victory point.
And the Stuarts again. 2 AT guns waiting for them though. Might have to consider coming through a different avenue if they want to be successful.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
FeriG still finding opportunities to like spread his units out and go for cheeky caps here and there. He's got a huge manpower flow right now. I don't know what he's saving for. Just got a massive float. So he's right about there for a tank. Yeah, okay, you can start up a tank. Maybe he's going for the Bulldozer. You can squeeze in like one more unit. Besides that, he's gonna need an engineer anyway once the tank arrives. Ooh, that was a close call. And it is indeed the Bulldozer. quite a lot of munitions in reserve as well. What did he go for? Mechanized support center. Typically a very good option in team games. But, you know, air support centers can be alright. Not very good though against Kriegs, because oh, here comes underground detonation. So easy to notice and dodge it these days though.
Assault grenadiers are reporting in.
Well, nice mines. Okay, the Stuart train, he's not slowing down. Building more of them.
Territory lost.
Crusader out here from Nub.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
Here comes the Bulldozer though.
We have lost control of a victory point.
T-Gun's got to be careful.
300 points remaining. Say again. 300
Some deep
points
trouble.
remaining.
What happened there? Reset up somehow. I feel like I've had that happen before. Gave her like a order to reverse, and for some reason my team
Unleash the full might
weapons
of the
sit back up
Kriegsmarine.
for some.
At your word.
Maybe it's like when you lose a certain model as it's tearing down. Okay, Stuart's gearing up to come in
Sector out of
from the
contact.
top side. You can see while he's microing these Stuarts though, he's not really controlling the rest of his army too well. One orange. Comes. Just gonna get out of there alive with everything so far. Yep. That's pretty alright then. Okay, comes out of the tunnel. So FeriG kind of revealing that he's got a tunnel down there with this move.
Flag 36
Doesn't get to kill the half-track either. There's an 88 rolling out now from blue. End up making it home with an AT gun. I think that's a stolen Pack 38. So a lot of stuff waiting for healing. SoldMyDad getting some good value out of the prepared positions buff.
SLD flare
Now we got some
fire.
martyrs hitting the field, so got some good counters to the Bulldozer. So they're sharing. FeriG's healing, and oh, 88's up here as well. Bulldozer didn't get much of a chance to do damage before the big boys arrived, but here comes the underground detonation. It's too easy to dodge.
Supply crates have been delivered.
Maybe if it came in from the rear, but how would he have a tunnel in a good spot for that to work? Seems unlikely. Canadians though, getting stuck in with their Piet. Here goes the mortar half track. Slide these away. Action heating up in the middle. Stuart train coming around the corner. Oh, but they hit a mine on their way through. No flak upgrade. Stuart's looking to disengage now. He might be better going down this way with the wounded Stuart rather than straight back. With the 88. It's gonna get him here. 88 switching around to the Bulldozer though. It's a bit of a lucky break. The Panzerjager's zoned by FeriG. Stands to have
We shall put an end to this fight.
infantry training.
Tiger heavy tanks will be made available.
Okay, yeah, he does. was hoping so. You know, if you're going to be stuck on tier 2 for a long time, you might as well go for a bunch of training center upgrades. SoldMyDad's got a lot of manpower spare. Okay, double dozers for FeriG. He's a little bit under strength on anti-tank though. Axis, however, don't really have like much he needs to worry about in terms of vehicles. Do have Panzerjager starting to hit the field now. Axis kind of hurting for map control. A lot of fighting in this area. Allies are lacking indirect fire though. That is one of the weaknesses. No bishops on the field yet. Of course, no whiz-bangs. And another underground detonation going straight at the 88, but easy to hitch up and get out of there. It's not working out for FeriG at all. Oh, Marta goes down at the back. Is that to a Piet maybe? Maybe to the AT gun. And the Wirbel's dead as well. Now coming in here strong with his croc timing. The 88's going to need to do a lot of work. Tries an attack round there as the Bulldozers make their way to the bottom. There's a Vet 1 on this. FeriG doing a good job hiding behind the building away from the 88s. I think you can use the Vet 1 through the building though, right? Maybe?
Receiving reports of enemy points. 300 remain. Fire! Take cover! Keep firing! Don't get distracted!
Ooh, couple close calls there. She's got a tunnel up on the top side. Did briefly get shot at. SoldMyDad's got very strong hold on the top side though. He does outrank his opponent. It looks like his opponent's maybe traded out a few of his Stuarts. Stalling up for the Black Prince, I think it is. So in the meantime, he's very, very weak. Section dying back here. FeriG and Nub gonna have to put their carry pants on right now. Salvage for Grey. Still find new salvage. Well, that's a massive hit from the Croc. He's looking for the squad wipe. Oh, doesn't quite get it. Canadians are really good at dealing with the 88 though. They can Piet the tow vehicle, they can nuclear nade the towed weapon. And drop base howitzers on it as well, hoping to polish the weapon off after it gets decrewed, it looks like. You have the flak term though. Grey dropping down the Nebelwerfer barrage. Trying to dodge. FeriG coming in from the bottom side. There's a forward retreat point on this hard point, so quite valuable to knock it out. There it goes.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
Yeah, recruit though. The base howitzers didn't manage to finish it off. Coming in though with the handheld AT. Maybe he can get the job done. Nebelwerfer barrage still going. Lasts for such a long time, that ability. Decrewing the 88 again. And the Piet lands on it first. Go. And the 88 is dead. So yeah, I think as I said, like the Canadians, the Piat, they're just pretty handy at taking down tow vehicles. Might be one of the better counters in the game. Ooh! The car's getting wiped going through that choke point. It's a pretty long countdown once it gets there as well, huh? BPs are pretty close to even though at this stage in the match.
Ordering flare launch immediately.
He's behind on population, but he's going to get that Black Prince in here very shortly. Oh boy, what's the Croc doing here? Making a greedy play. So he's going to survive though, and the Martyr's losing track. Hellcat coming in from the bottom side. 2 Shreks right there though. Hellcat's likely to go down. He's committing for the kill. Quite enough health damage though. And the double dozers. Quite enough bleed here. Oh, the Shrek's now getting torched. Look how fast they die to the crocodile. I'm just getting the in-combat repairs going this entire time. The Croc's so slow, it's very easy for the sappers to keep up. So my dad's got 3 AT guns. Ready to deal with the Black Prince, which has finally arrived. FeriG and Nub though crushing the middle resistance.
Naval intervention underway. Stand by for splash.
Oh wow, I don't see that too often. Martyr bounced off the Bulldozer. Did get an armor buff, right? On its frontal armor in the previous patch, so. Naval intervention. Didn't do much. Just gonna need to figure something out here. They need another 88. Okay. Just wondering what's happening. Blue's stalling for the Tiger. Maybe you can get another 88 after that. So it's SoldMyDad probably. Oh no, he's got so much float still. Is he going for a Tiger as well? It must be Tiger on Tiger action. Ah, maybe he could be going for the Elephant, I suppose, as well, actually. Doesn't have the population free, though. Might have to sacrifice a couple of units. Okay, here comes the first Tiger. FeriG coming in. An unusual angle there. Tiger on prioritized vehicles, but switching over with this squad one. Oh! Okay, pack goes down, but I don't even know if it's that good. It frees up population for SoldMyDad. Well, looks like he's going to recrew it though. Just that occasional rotation from Nub up to the top side, overwhelming SoldMyDad. That kind of lane switch can devastate the enemy at the right time. Now the Axis are in big trouble. Triple cap rolling. We've got to get going and fast. Tiger's heading down to the bottom. We're targeting the machine gun. Okay, Tiger's there in a good spot. Gets rid of the Bulldozers. And the AT gun. And the tunnel goes down as well. SoldMyDad getting control of that top VP again. For another peeker, he's up to 4 of them.
We have 100 points remaining.
Leading the way with the Piat. Gets rid of the martyrs. Oh wow, look at this. He recovered the Hellcat that was back here. Didn't get much of a chance to use it though. But uh-oh, the Croc could be in some trouble. Tiger's not really chasing. Piet coming in with its Vet 1 stun, it looks like. Now the Canadians getting out of there. Butterfly bombs going in now at the back, I think. Just juiced up palm greens though, they can do pretty well against foot guards. Is FeriG throwing his mortar for some reason? No, he's maybe not. FeriG finding opportunities with these double dozers down the bottom. I'm surprised it's going so well for him. Triple AT's looking for the kill here. Yeah, repair does slow you down, right? Gets away with it though. Somehow the AT guns is bouncing or missing so many shots off the Black Prince. He was pretty like narrow. So if they scatter side to side, pretty easy for the attack rounds to miss. The Tiger's a bit fatter on the front. Easy hit at that angle. Another close call. A section dead, and there's the elephant. And the Black Prince is not repaired. Oh, he put crew shock tactics on as well. I was wondering what that was. Or he had engine damage, so it wasn't really needed. Tried to use the smoke on the top side nub, but not enough to bail that out. But uh-oh, FeriG rolling in, knocks out the Tiger. Trades it for a Hellcat. There are a lot of wrecks back here though, which is very good for Grey. He can do a bunch of salvaging. And here comes another. He's going for the mid truck. Okay, gets a kill finally. I think that might be the first underground detonation kill we've seen all game long. It's probably like the 5th or 6th time we've seen it used. Okay, Lanza got the recon arty up the top, but he's got a lot of foot guys. He should be alright. Oh, close call. They survive. Here comes the Croc Vet 3. That's a hell of a lot of AT all of a sudden. Croc's in trouble. Some awkward attack rounds with the elevation at that range though. Croc gets away. Probably need an elephant here to rotate now. Come help out in some of the other lanes.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
So FeriG's got the AoE repairs upgraded as well.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Okay, there's the nibble for barrage. Uh-oh, no, forgot about this. 20 points left. Max is getting the top VP going. They've got the middle. Underground detonation this time though, no reaction. They're going to knock out the tow vehicle as well. So in the late game, the micro's starting to break down for blue. Here comes the elephant though from the top side. And FeriG asleep at the keyboard.
Mariners are en route.
Hellcat goes down for free. I wonder if the Allies thought they had this one locked up, but no. 16 VPs remain.
To fire flares.
And as I said, there's a lot of wrecks back here. Good for Sternpire salvage.
SLD flares are airborne.
Killing off wrecks as well. Don't want FeriG salvaging that, for example. Don't know if he's got the upgrades. Oh yeah. He does. Okay, Footguard's coming up to the top. SoldMyDad doesn't have much defense up here. Just the one P-Grin.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy.
The elephant should be pretty good up.
Additional Kriegsmariners
In
await
the middle of the
deployment
map.
to battle.
Good against the croc. Okay, he drops down some butterfly bombs. Footguards are running away though, but they should be standing like close to them, because then with the SMGs they will kill them really fast after they fall.
Victory point under enemy control.
And he'll be able to like get rid of them before they're even a problem. Instead he runs away and doesn't get the cap at all. Here come the Piet. The barrage on top of the Canadians though. This is again where maybe the Allies' lack of indirect fire could come back to hurt them.
To our sector.
Breaking down a formation like this. Looks like FeriG coming in from the side with the bulldozers though. Looking for a different angle. SoldMyDad's got way more defenses up on the top side now. Finds opportunities on the edges. Could even, you know, think about a base inspection here. Okay, Recon Arty in the middle. That's going to zone the axis for a while. This is maybe where not having the flak upgrades coming back to bite the axis. Lacking the AA right now.
We're losing grasp of a victory point. Commandant, the hard point is taking fire.
FeriG's
We're losing grasp of a
charging
capture
ahead.
point.
We've got the speed buff on the Partisans now because of the adherency.
Supply is awaiting orders.
Didn't actually look like that good of a Molotov assault, right? We've got a bunch of models standing out of it.
Enemy forces have claimed our
Unusual
sector.
spacing.
Pack gun and crew lost.
Oh, the Recon Arty just blasting through these AT guns. That was a little bit clumsy from Blue. Going back in. At that timing. Now the AT guns just getting polished off as well. Comes the elephant though, flares up and got another Black Prince. Got some base howitzers coming in. Crew shot on the elephant. Good miss. Now it's getting hit by the Footguard stun, but the smoke's there. The naval intervention getting some wipes. Elephant sitting still. Okay, and the Axis, they lose. Lost control of the mid-VP. Alright, so we got to see what FeriG and Number are up to. Maybe FeriG try and do some research. See what the team game balance is like. As part of his employment. See what is cracking. Obviously, the underground detonations, they didn't do anything until the last two. And the micro kind of broke down on his Phan to tow his 88s out of harm's way in time. Usually those bulldozers aren't that effective, but Axis didn't really have much like mobile anti-tanks stuff to like chase them down and actually kill them. Had a bunch of AT guns, a bunch of sight main gun martyrs, but nothing to really chase and polish off bulldozers. So just kept farming kills with them and doing a good job. Like, you know, saw there were like 6 anti-tank guns in the middle of the map. All right, I'll come around to the bottom. Find other opportunities with the bulldozers. Do you think the elephant was a pretty good choice? Knocked out that first Black Prince pretty easily. But yeah, the Axis struggling in the middle of the map. I mean, I think pretty much anybody's going to struggle against the FeriG and Nub team. Very, very good players. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like what can be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.